I am 85 years old, and my children don't visit me anymore. Not because they're busy, not because they live far away. They stopped coming because of something I did. And somewhere in this story, I'm going to tell you the exact sentence I said that made my daughter stop calling. One sentence, 6 words. If you catch it, you'll never make my mistake. So pay attention. There's a chair at my kitchen table, cracked vinyl seat, little strip of duct tape on the side from 1987 when my youngest thought she could fix it herself. She was 6. I remember yelling at her for wasting the tape. That chair is still there, pushed in, empty. 3 years now, nobody's sat in it. I still set 2 places on Sundays, force of habit. I eat my eggs looking at that chair like it owes me something. But the truth is, I owe it everything. That chair saw what I did, what I kept doing for 30 years, and now it watches me pay for it. See, I thought I was a good father. I provided. I showed up. Never drank, never raised a hand. But I had this thing I did, I corrected. Everything. My daughter brings home a 92 on a test. I'd ask what happened to the other 8 points. She'd show me a drawing, I'd tell her the tree looked crooked. Boyfriend comes to dinner, I'd find something wrong with him before dessert was served. I told myself I was keeping her sharp. That's what my old man did to me. You don't coddle, you prepare. That's what fathers do. At least, that's what I believed sitting at that table night after night, sharpening her like a blade until she didn't want to be in the same room as the stone. There was one night, December 14th, 3 years ago. She came by early for Christmas, snow on the porch. I opened the door, and she was standing there with her coat still zipped, her boy next to her. She didn't come in all the way, just stood in the doorway like she was ready to run. We talked for a few minutes, I don't even remember what about. But then her son said something. Kid's 8 years old. He said he didn't want to play football anymore. And I looked at my daughter right there in front of the boy and I said, "You're raising him soft." Those words. 6 words. The boy looked at his shoes. My daughter didn't yell, didn't argue. She just nodded real slow, grabbed his hand and said, "We gotta go." She hugged me on the way out. But it wasn't a hug. Her arms barely touched my back. 11 minutes. That's how long she stayed. That's the sentence right there. You're raising him soft. But here's the thing. That ain't the real lesson. Not yet. Keep listening. Now I sit in this kitchen every day. The clock ticks so loud I swear it's mocking me. The fridge hums. Sometimes I hear my own breathing and it scares me. Sundays are the worst. I set the table. 2 plates, 2 forks, and I stare at that cracked chair and I eat toast that tastes like nothing. About a year ago I picked up the phone. I dialed 6 numbers. Then I hung up. Couldn't do it. Too proud. Too scared she'd say something worse than nothing. Too scared she'd just let it ring. You might think the lesson here is don't criticize your kids, but that ain't it, that's surface. The real lesson is uglier. You listening? Here it is. I spent 30 years confusing control for connection. Every correction, every critique, every helpful comment, I thought I was building something. I was actually packing her bags. 1 word at a time. I wasn't sharpening her. I was pushing her out the door so slowly I didn't see it until the door was already closed. And that sentence in December, that wasn't the one that broke us. That was just the last one. The one she finally decided she was done hearing. If you got kids, if you got family, if you got anyone who still picks up when you call, shut your mouth sometimes. Let them be. Let their kid quit football. Let the tree look crooked. Let the test score be 92. You don't got to fix everything. Some things don't need sharpening. They just need you to say, "I'm proud of you." 4 words. I never said them, not once. 85 years old, and I never once told my daughter I was proud of her. That chair's still at my table. The duct tape's peeling now. And I'll probably die staring at it, knowing the silence would have been better than anything I ever said.